Hello everyone, Facundo is greeting you on behalf of NutriNews team. We are in Eurotier, the most important and biggest exhibition for livestock and husbandry in Europe. A meeting that gathered over almost 2,000 companies which come here to see clients, to make new clients, but also to show new products that they are launching to market. And this is exactly what Olmix is doing, or at least one of the things they came to the exhibition for. And I am now accompanied by Leandro Royo. Leandro.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us. Well, you are the product manager of Mycotoxin solution of the company, are you?
Yeah, that's right, Facundo. I am the product manager, global product manager of Mycotoxin risk in Olmix, and we are welcoming you, News, to talk about our launch of today.
Well, tell us, what's the name of the product and exactly what's the new innovation you are bringing to the exhibition?
Thank you for your question. Today we are launching the MycoKingdom. MycoKingdom is a digital platform where we have all our main service for managing and understanding mycotoxin risk. And today was previously pre-launch during Espace in France, and today we are doing the official launch in English for here in Europe here.
So you say it's a platform?
Yeah.
So what can we find when you get to the platform?
Really good question. This platform has, during many years, Olmix were developing these apps for managing and understanding mycotoxins. What we did with this platform is to put together all these apps and service for our customers, and it's split mainly in two different areas. One for understanding mycotoxin world, and the second one mainly for manage mycotoxin risk. In the first one, we have our Myco simulator, that is an app that you can download in the smartphone just to see the chemical structure and properties of the mycotoxins, and also to see how is the mode of action of the different binders. And then we also have a Myco Essential, that is a booklet that we did with the basic information of mycotoxin. We had it many times in the printed like a booklet, but today we have all this information in a digital way in our platform in MycoKingdom. And then we also have for sure our news, our Myco news, that we release every quarter with the most important, let's say, information, or mainly to update our customer with the last information about mycotoxin in general.
Everything sounds so innovative, like apps and algorithm, and it's like a very futuristic concept, is it?
Yeah, it's quite it's a work of many years, and at the end today what we are doing is to put in all together, all in one place, to help our customer just to go to one website and to have all the information there, because previously they have different things but everything was separated. And the other part, as I was mentioning, is to manage the risk of mycotoxins. And here we have, let's say, 4 steps. The first one is a microevaluator that previously or currently is an app also for the phone, and it's a quiz with a question that you have to check depending on what happening on farm. Is to use on farm mainly, and according to that, the algorithm give you a percentage of risk. Could be 30%, 40%, 60%, depending on the answers. And this is the first step to evaluate what is happening on farm. Then we have a second step that is MycoScreen, that is to analyze the samples to see the level of mycotoxins in the samples. Here our added value is that we do personalized reports with all our expertise. Could be raw materials or final feeds for sure, and according to the level of contamination we can give let's say classify the risk in low, medium or high risk, and according to this, in the case that is a raw material, also recommend an inclusion rate in the feed, or also recommend the dosification of our products. Then the third step for sure is our solution that we can discuss later. That is our product, MTX Plus and MMAS. And the last step is MycoCalculator. That is an algorithm to fine-tune the dosification of our product. Normally we give a rough recommendation, but then with the MycoCalculator we can fine-tune until 100 grams per ton. So it's quite let's say, easy to do it. We need for sure inputs for this algorithm. Basically the level of contamination, but also the how health or the good or bad health in the farm. But all this is in this algorithm, and at the end will tell you if the dosification is 1.1 or 1.2 or 1.3 kilograms per ton.
So you're making easier the work of managing mycotoxin, basically in one place, having a solution from the first to the last step.
Totally. The main idea is to facilitate the understanding and the management of mycotoxin risk to our customer, not only with the information but also with this algorithm to help them to see if what is happening on farm is due to mycotoxin or not, and then to fine-tune the dosification of our product. It's one part that is free access for sure, that is most of the information, but then we have let's say a premium part that is mainly for our customers.
Yeah, that was my next question. I mean, this platform and those facilities, they are available for who or how they present?
Yeah, the part of understanding is free access for all the people that is interested to know more about mycotoxins. Then the MycoEvaluator is also free access. So all the farmers that need to evaluate what is happening on farm, they can get in MycoKingdom.net and use MycoEvaluator. But then for MycoCalculator and the MycoScreen is just for our customers. And in the MycoScreen we collect all the data of the samples that we analyze. And we have our own database of mycotoxin contamination with more than 25,000 samples. And with this, we can do what we call an overview. It's something that is just for customer because it's in the premium part of MycoKingdom. But it's really useful because you can choose different raw materials, different feeds, different countries, different years, and see how the contamination of the raw material or feeds change with the years and the different climate and or environmental conditions. So you can have a report. I don't know, for example, if you want to know what happened in Spain in 2021, you can have a report of the mycotoxin contamination in Spain in that year, and so on globally, because our database is a global database and we have information from most of all the countries. So it's really useful information to see what happened in the past, what is the most frequent mycotoxin in that area or in that year, and it's really important also to evaluate the raw materials and to take a really good decisions regarding what product to use.
So, Leandro, I think in the market there are already some tools similar to this one. I guess you're offering something different with some advantages over the competition?
Yeah. That's also a really interesting question because it's true that there are other companies that are having a, let's say, similar platform. But in our case, something that is really unique is a personalized report that we do when the customer sends the sample to the lab. We use this report from the lab to do a personalized report based on the level of contamination. If a single contamination or a polycontamination, we can give a personalized recommendation to the customer. And in this case, yeah, we are one of the only companies in the market that are doing this. And then for sure that other companies also have a database. But in the case of microcalculator, we also know that we are the only company that have this tool to fine-tune the dosification. That at the end is something really, really important, because we can increase the dosification in the case of mycotoxicosis, an acute mycotoxicosis, but also we can decrease the dosification in the case that everything is quite controlled. And when we reduce the dosification, for sure we are reducing the cost for our customer. So it's important to be fast to react in the case of mycotoxicosis, but when everything is solved, to reduce the dosification, to also help the customer to reduce the cost as well.
Interesting idea, like knowing to know when to finish, not only when to start.
Yeah. That's because we need to constantly evaluate the situation on farm. With the Myco evaluator, it's really easy. It's free, 100% free, and you can know if your animal are having low performance, if this low performance is due to mycotoxin or is due to another thing, a deficiency in some nutrients or other kind of environmental problem, whatever. It helps you to discriminate what kind of problem this farm can have, and then to follow with the analysis and the fine-tune of the dosification.
Clear. And from the side of the product itself, is there any update? Are you bringing something new to the exhibition?
Yeah, in our case, we have two products. It's our premium product. We have a patented and unique technology that is algal clay. As most of the public in general knows, Olmix work with algae, and our products are made by algae and clay. But also we have another ingredients in our composition. But the mix of clay and algae to, let's say, increase the space between the layers of algae, and to have this growth capacity to bind not only afla, sea, and okra that let's say are the easiest mycotoxin to bind, but we can also bind zone and fumonisin, that is the real challenge because they are the more difficult mycotoxin to bind. Our product can bind the major 6 mycotoxin for sure, but also the emerging mycotoxin and other kind of toxin as well. So for us it's really, really important, because we have other important thing for us is that we have many trials and a really important base in science, and we have many research done with the most important university and research center here in Europe. So we have our unique technology that is algal clay, and for us is really important. And this technology is in our 2 main products, that is MTX Plus, that is in the powder form, mainly for premixers and feed millers. And then we have MMAS, that is the same product, same composition, but in a microgranular presentation, that is mainly for mash feed for layer hens, but also for ruminants, for putting in the TMR. But we have the 2 options, in powder and in macrogranulated.
Leandro, thank you so much.
Thank you, Facundo, for being here. And I want to say to the public that you can go in MycoKingdom.net, and you can find all the information that we were discussing in this website.
Leandro Royo, product manager of Mycotoxin solution of Olmix, presenting their new platform and innovative service and product they are offering to the market. We wish them best of luck within MycoKingdom, and thank you to all of you for watching us and for having us as a source of information. Thanks, and see you next time.